What is going on? This is Portuguese Proud, or you can just call me Proud for short. What's up, people? It's been a while since the last time, but I'm back. Now, if you don't like these kind of videos, commentary videos, don't worry because I promise next time it's gonna be something quite different. But for this video, I'll be talking what I've sort of teased in the last one, which is talking about Halo Reach, my personal thoughts on Halo Reach. Now, you might already be thinking, why does anyone give a shit about what I think on a game that like most of the community has left already? Like right now, I think there's around, let's say, 150,000 people at its peak, like Halo Reach, and that seems so few compared to what Halo was once, like Halo 2, Halo 3. I mean, when Halo Reach first started, the first week, I remember it got over 1 million people. But I think those numbers are very, like, I don't know, overrated or something, because like 150,000 people, like, can you even grasp that number? That is so many people. Nowadays you hear just thousands and millions of numbers on any sort of statistic or some crap like that, but really, like, 1 million people, that is so much. Like, I doubt anyone can, like, understand that number. But yeah, enough with that. um, let's move on to what matters here. Okay, Halo Reach. So yeah, like, it's been six months, I think, since the game has come out, at least 5, and like, I really like this game. And there's so many people. Well, okay, well, there's not there's not a lot of, but at least when it comes to my friends list, it's amazing how many bashed on it. Like, they all say that Halo 3 is better, and Halo Reach is just I don't know. It's full of, like, glitches, or not glitches, but it's full of, like, cheaters on online, and a bunch of it's just, it pisses me off just to hear them talk. But it's opinion, so you need to respect. But I'm here to comment on why I think Halo Reach is an improvement over other Halo games. Why I think Halo Reach should be the last Halo game, and I doubt it will be, but it's certainly the last Halo game I will play. But okay, so when it comes to online, because I'm only gonna comment on online. Usually on these my thoughts videos, my opinion, people usually comment the online, because when it comes to campaign, that differs a lot between what you like in a story and whatnot, and Forge and Firefight and all that are all fun. But when people buy Halo, they buy it for the online. That's like the main reason. So let's start talking about what is indeed better in Halo 3. Because when I say that I think Halo Reach is an improvement, of course I don't mean that everything is better. So first of all, the one thing that everybody seems to agree on, at least everybody that I've met so far, is overall multiplayer map design. The maps in Halo 3 were so good. Like, it's the best maps. I'm not gonna lie, it's overall the best maps of any multiplayer game I've ever played ever. Period. I mean, like, I can instantly think of the top 3 maps that I like in Halo 3, and I can think of so many, but like, the top 3, I would say, like, Guardian Pit and Valhalla. If I think in Halo Reach, if you ask me, oh, what is your favorite 3 maps, and I can't say anyone, and not because they're all really good. It's because they're all mediocre to decent at best. Like, I could say, like, maybe Sword Base, except I hate that everybody, like, camps on that elevator thing, that green elevator. I think Reflection is, it's another one of those maps which it's a good map, but everybody rushes to that part where the elevator is and the sniper is, and it's freaking horrible. I hate that. Like, that map is so good and it's so wasted. And maybe I could say like maybe Spire, but I only like Spire for invasion. I don't like Spire for pretty much anything else. And well, yeah, that's it. Like, the first map pack is out, and like, yeah, the first map pack is good, but I like to focus on like the original 9 maps, because when I say that my favorite Halo 3 maps are Guardian, Pit, and Valhalla, notice how all of these notice how all of those 3 maps are originally from Halo 3. None of those were released in any map packs, but there are so many more. I mean, Avalanche, Rat's Nest, Standoff. I mean, Sand Trail. God, if there was one map I wish Bungie would remake, is Sand Trap, because there's no way you can recreate that map on Forge World or anywhere else. And Sand Trap was so good for a big team. But yeah, like, not everyone will agree with this. Of course, some people prefer other maps, but overall, I think Halo 3 maps are way better. So okay, that's out of the way. Let's see. What else is better in Halo 3? Uh, wow, I can't think of anything else. Seriously, like, I'm trying to look for big arguments. I'm not nitpicking. If I'm gonna nitpick, I can find several other flaws, but like, well, okay. Like, okay, I seriously can't find anything else, so I'm just, before we start running out of time, I'm just gonna go to Halo Reach, and I've got one question for you guys. Think on the top 4 weapons that you killed people in Halo 3, and you don't need to think that hard, because I can even answer that for you. It's assault rifle, the battle rifle, and the rocket launcher, and the sniper rifle. Now, why do I know? Because that's everyone's top 4 tools of destruction. It's the same thing all over the place. Every Halo 3 player is doomed for these 4 weapons. Of course, I'm not counting vehicles or beatdowns or grenades. I'm talking about weapons. I'm trying to think on how many weapons are in one game, and how many do you really use to kill people with. And this overall will result in one word, and it's balance. And that's where I'm trying to get here. Balance. Halo Reach is so much more balanced than Halo 3 is. It's, for me, it's like, it's such an improvement. Okay, but I got something for you guys. I got some statistics for you guys. So I'm looking at my top tools of destruction in Bungie.net, and let's see. BR, sniper rifle, then beatdown is the third one, but that we're not counting that. So assault rifle, and then we have grenades, which I'm not counting, and rocket launcher. Wow, I just guessed my own 4 weapons. I swear, when I just said that those 4 weapons, I wasn't looking at my I wasn't even on my Bungie.net profile yet. I swear, I just guessed my own 4 tools of destruction. And then there's shotgun, sword, blah blah, and everything else is just kind of redundant. It's not really worth mentioning, because I've killed so few people with it. But let's see Halo Reach. Let's see Halo Reach. My top 4 tools of destruction. Okay, so we have the DMR. Okay, and then we have the Neil rifle. And with the Neil rifle, I killed 13% of my overall kills in competitive. Let's see. Here in Halo 3, I killed 235 people. I killed 1.31%. That's, like, what a huge difference. But let's continue. My third tool of destruction is one of my favorite weapons, and it's the Magnum. And this is where it gets ridiculous. I've killed 1,200 people in Halo Reach already with the Magnum. In Halo 3, I killed 165. That makes me. I'm laughing, but it's like it's not even funny. that the pistol, the Magnum, sucked so much in Halo 3. I can't believe I killed these many people. I'm only counting social, I'm not counting total. But even in social, 160 people and 65 people is nothing. And then finally, my fourth tool of destruction is a sniper rifle. And then my fifth is sword, and then the assault rifle. Like, what a huge fucking difference that the assault rifle is not even on my top 4 or 3 weapons. It's way down there. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, some people prefer the assault rifle, some people don't, but I'm glad now I have the choice to choose between the assault rifle and the Magnum, because the Magnum is actually worth a crap. And then we have shotgun, rocket launcher, blah 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 blah. So okay, I think I've made my point. Let's move on. One other thing that it's a huge improvement, and this is the biggest improvement. I started by talking about weapons, but this is really what makes the grade, is freaking equipment and armor abilities. Now, as you equipment in Halo 3, I always thought it was kind of worthless. It was like equipment was like this extra weapon that you can carry. It was this extra third weapon that you can carry, and then use it at a certain point to either help you kill someone or to either save yourself. And once you use it, you're done. You need to go get another one. Of course, like, this is the way I see equipment, and this is the kind of way it works. If you play 2 games, let's imagine that you have 2 games with 2 teams that all have the same exact players, and in one game, and 2 games are exactly the same, except in one game you have equipment and in the other you don't. The team that's gonna win is not gonna lose just because there's equipment on the match. In Halo Reach, however, armor abilities completely changes the equation. It's different. I mean, if you have jetpacks, if you have a map, let's say like sword base, if you have one team that's using jetpacks and the other is using, I don't know, armor lock or sprint or whatever, then maybe that team that uses jetpacks is gonna have an advantage. It's so different. It completely changes the gameplay, and that is good. When you add something to the gameplay, that is a good thing. Our equipments in Halo 3 were so worthless. There's just no way you can deny that. Another way to prove that equipment sucked so much is to see how many were available when the game launched and how many people used them. I can once again, like the weapons, I can tell you, you use the bubble shield, the regenerator, and the drop shield, and that's it. And even the drop shield, you didn't use that much. It was pretty much the bubble shield and the regenerator. What other thing do you use? The trip mines? Come on, I barely remember killing someone with that. And how many equipments were even available that weren't even in matchmaking? Like, I remember the flare, and I remember there was something else that I can't remember. So, once again, I think I've made my point. It's balanced, once again. Like, you have balanced armor abilities. And in Halo Reach you can argue, I mean, some people hate armor lock, some people really like armor lock, and it goes on and on, but the thing is that they are actually useful. You actually use that. So yeah, I think I've made like my own points. Why I think Halo Reach. Like, I think these alone are enough for you guys to see why I prefer Halo Reach. Halo 3 has better maps, but you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice that for more balance and kick-ass armor abilities that I'm actually gonna use. So yeah, I wish I could say a lot more, but time is a pain on the ass. So okay, I'll see you next time. Take care.
Game over.